Picture a situation whereby you are living your best life in your 20s. Like you're practically enjoying your life while growing, flourishing, making friends, and creating lasting memories for yourself in your 20s. That is what you should aspire for yourself as a young lady or even a man in your 20s. That is the time for you to have fun, enjoy your life, grow in different aspects, have experiences, you know, grow spiritually, physically, mentally, health wise, socially. You are creating connections, you are growing, like you're having that optimal level when it comes to your health. Spiritually, you're okay, emotionally, you are good to go. Physically, you look good, you are fit as a young girl. That is when you should really enjoy yourself as a young man. So this video is to give you a list of things that you can do to actually live the best life that you can imagine as a 20-year-old. The best life that you can live in your 20s before you get married and then become overwhelmed with responsibilities. Responsibility of taking care of other human beings. But when you are 20 and perhaps single, you are like free and you have the ample time and opportunity to explore and do the things you enjoy. So that's what this video is all about. So why should you do these things that I'm going to mention in this video? So when you attempt to do this list of things, it will expose you to new interests, skills and perspective that will help shaping your future. It will push you out of your comfort zone and help you grow. Also, when you experience this list of things in your 20s, it may help you stumble on hidden talent and passion that will help you define your career and your lifestyle. When you decide to do this list of things, experience this list of things in your 20s, it will also help you your personal growth. And remember, this channel is about personal growth. Anything about personal development, self-development, that is what we do here. So it will help you develop yourself personally, and also it will help you create unforgettable memories. As your 20s is the time for you to live boldly and create memories, unforgettable memories that will like bring joy and nostalgia whenever you remember them. It also helps you to adapt to different situations and also know how to interact with different individuals. Some of these activities will create opportunities for you to bond with family members, with friends, and even strangers. Also, doing this list of activities is like trying out new things so that later in life you not have any regrets, and be like, why didn't I do this as a young lady? It helps you live a fulfilled life, really, so that when you are older and you see other people doing it, you'll not be like, oh, I wish I did it. No, don't wish. Experience it when you have the opportunity. They help you build good habits that carry on into your 30s and beyond. Doing some of these things, experiencing some of these things will help you build emotional maturity and strength. So I want to buttress all these points with this quote that says, in the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take, by Lewis Carroll. So let us dive into the list already. I have divided them into different categories. So we're going to take them categories by categories. So let us start in the area of travel. Which activities can you do as a young lady, as a young man in your 20s? One of them is solo dates. Very important that you go on a solo date. You mustn't go on a date when you have to go with your friend, your girlfriend, or your boyfriend, as a lady or as a man, as your man friend. You get solo dates, dress up, look nice, smell good, go out and eat, pay the bills and come back. Experience that in your 20s, and trust me, it will teach you, like you will learn some things from it, and also it is an experience worth having, in short. So moving on is take a road trip with friends. This is something that you can do with your friends, if it is what you feel is fun for you. One thing you can do is to visit a foreign country. Another thing is to visit an island. You can go for a tropical beach vacation, or you can visit or go for a wildlife safari. Wildlife safari is to like go on, to the wildlife, to the wild, to visit the wildlife there, like in a protected area. You know, you can go there, say a park, a national park. You can go there and visit and explore nature. You can see wildlife there like buffaloes, elephants, you know, you can see monkeys. You can do that. That is an experience worth having alone or with friends in your 20s or beyond. You can also swim in a natural body of water, like say a lake, and also you can go for a solo trip. So moving on to the next category, which is education and learning. One thing you can do in this category is to learn a new language. Very, very vital. The fact that you just have English as your first language, or maybe your native language, which is Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa, or Efik, any language, doesn't mean that you cannot learn a new language. You can learn Spanish, you can learn French language, any new language, just learn it. You can also master a life skill like cooking or sewing or any skill at all, digital skills, soft skills, but mostly life skills, that can help you in the future, that you can even earn from. You can use that to make money in the future. You can start cooking classes. You can start cooking and selling. You can start sewing dresses for to people. You can still sew dresses that you wear. Another thing is you can learn a life survival skill like camping and fire making. You can also enroll in a dance or music class. You can also learn you can also read impactful books, maybe let's say 50 impactful books or 100. Just challenge yourself. That's read a lot in your 20s. You can also take an online course on financial literacy. You can also learn photography, videography. You can also learn martial arts or self-defense. So moving on to the next category, adventures and thrills. When you want to be adventurous, what do you do in your 20s? You can try skydiving or ride on a hot balloon, or maybe you can hike to the top of the mountain if you want, if you can. Just be sure that that is what you can do. But if it is people that like to have, like they like adrenaline pump, this is something you can do. You can explore in your 20s, but in make sure that you are being safety conscious. Then if you're a nature lover, you can explore the rainforest or the desert, but make sure that you go with the forest guard. Another thing you can do as somebody who loves to be adventurous is to swim with the dolphins. Be careful though. Another adventurous thing you can do is to visit a national park and camp overnight. Like in Nigeria, there are like 7 national parks, so you can visit one, you know maybe let's say the one in Edo State, Okomu National Park. You can visit there, and camp overnight. Especially if you want to, like, let's say that is a time for to retreat for you. You can go there, camp, and then just retreat. Just calm down, stay in the camp, in the forest area at night. You can go out, just to relax, to think about your life, to to just move away from the chaos, from the hustle and bustle of life, just to calm down and think and make decisions for yourself and reflect. That is the word I was looking for. And reflect. That is a good place to go to, a national park. Then another thing you can do is to perhaps stargaze in a remote location. A remote location somewhere far from town. You can also take a boat ride in an adventurous setting. So moving on to the next category, which is your career slash finance. Yeah, you can start investing in mutual funds and stocks, you know, as a young person in your 20s. Or then you can also save, or rather, second one, you can save for a major purchase, like say a car or a sophisticated gadget. You can also land a job, or work towards landing one. You can also build a passive income stream, something that will fetch money, like maybe once you work on it and then for the longest of time, it will bring in money for you. That's one of the things you should consider to do in your 20s. If you belong to an industry, then attend more industry conferences. Then also you can start a podcast, a YouTube channel, or a blog so that you can easily share your opinions. As a young lady or a young man in your 20s and you're optionated, you can start all these platforms. Like you can open an account on all these platforms and start sharing your opinions. You can also network with professionals in your field. Launch a personal project or a passive business. I always advise young people, as a young person that I am, I always say build something for yourself. It can be a brand, be a founder, do startups, like just have something, have a brand, have a name, create something for yourself at a young age. Another thing you can do is to attend the leadership or management training program. So moving on to the next category, relationship and social life. So the first thing is for you to build a close knit of friends. No one is an island. So as a young person, you ought to have close knit of friends. People that you can easily share your challenges with. You can discuss things with, things about finances, your career, discuss ideas with, discuss projects, people you can build with, people that you can have fun with. Let's say, oh, you want to do a ladies night out, ladies trip, staycation. Adulthood is already difficult, or like, you understand what I mean. It's not really really difficult. It's not supposed to be difficult for us, but have a close knit of friends that you enjoy life with once in a while. One thing you should consider doing in your 20s is to celebrate a milestone or a birthday in a big way. It can be your 25th birthday, it can be your 29th birthday, 21st birthday, but make sure that before your 20 ends, that you are celebrating one birthday in a big way. You deserve it. You can also attend a music festivals with friends, and you can also organize a themed dinner party, with your friends. Another thing you can do in your 20s is to volunteer with your friends for a good cause. Or even if you don't volunteer with your friends, you can volunteer alone. Volunteering, which is like giving back to the society, giving back to people, is very, very necessary. I volunteered a lot while in school, and then that is something you can explore. Trust me, it has its benefits, its truckload of benefits, because there you're now learning from experiences. Like, let's say you're volunteering you know, for an organization, an NGO that is about to do a program, a conference, you will learn a lot. You will learn about planning, how they plan these things, about how they do the logistics, the everything you learn. If you are serious about learning. So this is something you can explore alongside meeting someone from an online friendship in person. Let's say you are active on Facebook, on YouTube or Instagram, and then maybe let's say you now have a friend, you made a friend online. You can also decide to meet the person in person. It will help you socially. You can throw a surprise party for a loved one too. You can also attend a live concert of one of your favorite artists. Another thing you can do is to take part in a community event. It will help your social life. Let's say something that they are doing in the community where you live, something that involves people coming together, take part in such events. Another thing you can do is to join a book club, or you can start one. This is something you should do regularly in your 20s and beyond, which is to surprise someone with a thoughtful gift and gesture. Okay, moving on to the next category, personal growth. As a young man or a woman in your 20s, things that you can do to help you grow personally is to start journaling. Very, very important. I will advise you, in case you've not started to start journaling, start writing, putting down things in your head on a paper. Empty your, like, pour in, whatever you're thinking, write it down. It is better that way to help you. Journaling has a lot of benefits. In the morning, journal, write. It helps. Write what you want your future to be like. Make plans, write it down. Whatever you're thinking, write it down. In the evening, how your day went, write it down. In the morning, how you want your day to be, write it down. So another thing you can do is to enjoy your company. Create time for you to stay alone and enjoy your company. Not every time you want to go out with Emeka, you want to go out with Rejoice. Sometimes stay on your own, enjoy your own company. As an adult, if you don't know how to enjoy your company, then You are not growing. You are not growing. Trust me, as an adult, you should learn how to enjoy your company first. You should love yourself. Enjoy and love your company first before you can go out and seek the company of others. Another thing you can do is to meditate consistently for mental clarity. Another thing is to face your fears. What are you scared of? Are you scared of talking publicly? Then face it. Conquer that fear. Go out and speak to the public to conquer that fear, because as an adult you have to get that confidence, because you don't know when you'll be called upon to speak to the general public, and then you wouldn't want a situation whereby you start fidgeting because you're scared. The other thing you can do is to develop a gratitude list. So every day when you wake up in the morning, write 3 to 10 things you are grateful for, you know, and then moving on to the next category, which is health and fitness. Another thing you can do in your 20s is to commit to a workout routine. You have to be fit in your 20s. Another thing is to experiment with yoga and Pilates. Then you can run a marathon or participate in a fitness challenge. You can also try a detox or wellness retreat, for a while. Just detox your system, eat only healthy things. Go for regular checkups. You can try out different checkups, your kidney function tests. Just go and check yourself, and then you can try horseback riding, which is a form of exercise that will help your health. Join a group fitness class. Another thing you can do is to try rock climbing. You can also learn how to dance in your 20s. It can be hip hop, salsa dance. You can also learn how to prepare healthy meals. So moving on to the next category, cultural experiences. You can try out a cuisine that you've never tested, maybe a Korean food that you've never tested before, you know. Then you can also visit a museum. You can go for an opera or a theater play. You can watch a foreign movie without subtitles. You can learn a traditional dance. You can also experience a traditional festival in another culture. You can also explore a street food in another city. So moving on to the next category, which is luxury and treats. You can lodge in a luxury hotel or resort. You can enjoy a luxurious dining experience in a renowned restaurant. You can buy yourself a meaningful and expensive gift. You can also treat yourself to a first class travel on a plane or a train. You can also go on a shopping spree with a set budget. You can also decide to have a spa treatment, a luxurious spa treatment. You can also book a cruise. So moving on to the next category, which is fun and spontaneity. As adults in your 20s and beyond, you should have fun always. So one thing you can do is to have a karaoke night with your friends, with your family members. Just have fun. You can also try stand-up comedy or open mic. Then you can also go for photo shoots with your family members or your friends. You can also go for a midnight movie premiere, or you can try pottery and sculpting. You can host a themed costume party and invite your friends, or you can also have a picnic in a park with homemade foods. You can also write a letter, a mail to your future self, and then leave it, so that maybe after a year or two you can open the letter and read to yourself. Then you can also go for a makeover or go bold with the hairstyle you make. This is for fun, especially if you're somebody that is not used to having such fun. Just do it for the fun of it. Go for a makeover and look good, okay? You can also explore a city without having any plan, any prior plan. Just go and explore a city. Then you can also have a scrapbook, for the sake of creating memories. The next category is contribution and giving back. Here it entails giving back, not just receiving. Here you have to give back to the society. So one thing you can do is to start a contribution for a particular project. So let's say you're active and you have a community on a social media platform, like you have many followers. You can you can create a go-to fund for a particular project. People will support you financially so that you can carry on this project. You can spend time teaching or tutoring underprivileged kids. You can also share your skills for free with a community group. You can donate to a charity you believe in. You can also mentor a younger person on a skill that you have mastered. You can even volunteer for a good cause. You can also plant trees and participate in anything that has to do with cleaning the environment, making sure that the environment is clean and safe for everyone to live. You can also support small businesses in your community. And then another thing you can do is to donate blood. This is one thing you can consider doing in your 20s. Then moving on to the next category, digital or tech. One thing you can do in this area in your 20s is to build a strong online brand. You can also explore the potentials of AI in your life. You can also organize webinars and virtual events. You can also digitalize your photos, your family photos. This is what you can do with technology. We come to the end of this video. I hope it was helpful as I assumed that it will be. If it was, please tell me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, don't forget to leave a comment, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to. And on that note, see you in my next video. I am still Amaka. Take care.